Hello. Jack, come here. What's up? Hi. Well, I'll just start, I guess. Yeah, this video is late. Oopsies. But like, if you follow me on Twitter or have seen some of my videos this year, you're probably well aware of like the whole laptop saga. So I'm not gonna go into that. But this was a video that's supposed to be like in January, and it's like April. Whatever. Let's finally talk about what I spent on K-pop in the year of 2022. Honestly, feels so long ago now. And for those interested, I did do this video for the year 2021, and I recommend watching that if you haven't seen it, because I am going to be referring back to that video quite a bit while I talk about my year of 2022, make some comparisons, see the changes that happened. So a little background on myself. I have been buying albums since 2017. I got my 1000th album in 2022 and then proceeded to buy way more albums since then. So I spend a lot on K-pop. And just like last time, let's start with a nice little disclaimer, okay? I am not rich. I mean, I know I might seem like I am, but no. I live in a basement. No, not rich. Just very irresponsible with my money. This is not a, ooh, look how much money I have to spend on K-pop albums. No. This is a very embarrassing video. A very vulnerable video. Money is a very sensitive topic. Just because I am being open about this does not mean that you should ask other collectors how much they're spending on their albums. I am someone who finds it very interesting to kind of have these discussions since, like I said, people don't talk about this. And I will be the one to tell you guys how much it costs to have a collection like I do. Spoiler, it's not cheap. Don't want to think about what I could have bought instead. And on top of all this, what I spent may not reflect what other people have spent. Every collection's different. Everyone obtains their collections differently. This is how I did it. This is me. This is me. But are we cool? Everyone understands the disclaimer. I'm not rich. Other collectors aren't rich. I mean, unless they are. I mean, whew, that's the dream. We're all going to be mature people here. Cool. So let's talk about the fun part. Numbers. Yeah. So just like in 2021, I created a spreadsheet that tracks every single K-pop purchase that I made. And I made note of what the items were, where I bought the items, how much they cost, how much the shipping was. I kept track of so many things so I can give fun little cool stats. And I upped it this year because in 2021, I was pretty basic. I just did like albums, DVDs, and extras. Extras thing, very vague. Contains a lot of things. So I broke it down a lot more this year. So I think it's going to be a very more interesting, just better. It's going to be better this year. And last time I started the video giving out the number, but we're doing it differently this time. I'm going to build some suspense. We are going to lead up to the final number. But spoiler, it's bigger. It's bigger than last time. So if you remember that number and you thought that was big, so let's take a look at each category one at a time. First, we have Lightsticks, which was the category I didn't have last time. I bought 4 Lightsticks, which totaled to $231.96. I don't know why I said it that way. $231.96. Keep in mind, these numbers right now are not including the price of shipping. This is strictly the price for the item itself. But also keep in mind, some stores will drop the price of an item when the shipping is more, and for stores where the shipping is less, the cost of the item's more. Whatever. It's not that important. Just something to keep in mind. And another little cool thing I thought to add this year is to include the average cost of each item. I took the total price I paid for the light sticks divided by the number of light sticks I bought. So on average, a light stick should cost, it's around $60. So when they're more than that, ooh, that's expensive. Next, we have DVDs, which are typically concert DVDs, but I did include any K-dramas I bought, as well as that like IU documentary thing, because it's like a DVD. It's a DVD. It has a DVD. I bought a total of 6 DVDs, which totaled to $337.37, making each DVD, it's around like $60, just like Lightsticks, which I'd say is appropriate. Now, another fun new category this year, Photobooks. And by Photobooks, I mean a photo book, a book of photos, and that is it. There's no like music or anything tied to it. In 2022, I bought 12 photo books, which totaled $589.65, making each photo book on average about $50. Once again, sounds about right. Every now and then you get a photo book that'll be pretty cheap, maybe like $30. Cheap. And sometimes you get really fancy photo books they can run pretty high. So far, all these numbers are kind of lining up to what I typically think are like the average price for each of these. So it's good to see. I like this stat. Good job, me. That was a smart thing to add this year. Next, we have kits. Once again, a new category, and kits do include season's greetings. They include membership kits, pretty much anything that's like a box and has a bunch of like goodies. Does not include Kino kits. No. I know kits is in the name of Kino kits, but Kino kits are included on albums. I bought 13 kits, 8 of those being season's greetings. And those 13 kits cost me $713.63. So on average, kits are about $55. Gross. Ooh, this next one's a fun one. So if you remember my 2021 video, I kind of ended the video talking about how there's gonna be this new thing in 2022 to spend money on that didn't really exist in 2021, and that's concerts. Because remember when like we couldn't go anywhere, so all concerts were canceled for like years, and 2022 was the revival of concerts. Concerts came back. Did I go to concerts? Yes, I did. And boy oh boy, are concerts expensive. So I went to 5 concerts, which if you want to count both days of KCON, that's actually 6 concerts. And if you want to count the second time I saw ITZY during their world tour, that's 7 concerts. I went to 7 concerts, 7 nights of concerts. I realized I didn't include K-pop musical here, but whatever. For pretty much all of these concerts, I did have like VIP tickets, or I was very close. These were all very expensive tickets. The only exception is when I saw Blackpink, but to be honest, I had a pretty meh seat, and it cost the same amount as seeing ITZY in like the 5th row with VIP. So I spent a lot of money on the concerts. This is a very splurgy kind of purchase. I went all out on concerts. I wouldn't say the price I pay for these concerts are really like the average price most people are paying for concerts. So, without including, the travel cost in like hotels, these tickets cost me $2,510.82. It's a lot of money. Like I said, doesn't include hotels in that. Concerts don't exactly come to me. So, on average, oh god, I'm looking at the number. Each concert was like almost $400. Why do I feel like I have to go all out? Why? Actually, no. Never mind. I don't want to get into it. I could do a whole video on K-pop concerts and buying tickets and everything. We're gonna save that rant for another day. And if you're interested in hearing that, let me know. Next, we have the Miscellaneous category, which is just a rebranded version of the Extras category from last time. I bought a total of 52 miscellaneous things, and these are things that I don't really buy like enough of to make it like their own category, or they're just like weird. So this can include like the Oh My Girl perfume, it can include standees, plush dolls, clothing. You get the idea, right? All of that totaled up to $1,001.08. And unlike the other categories, it doesn't really make sense to put an average cost stat here, but I'm gonna do that anyway. So, on average, your typical miscellaneous item is about $20. Not exactly sure what the average price of a miscellaneous item means. Honestly, that sounds actually kind of right. And lastly, the category we've all been waiting for, albums. The big boy. I don't even want to talk about how many albums I bought this year. But, let's do it. Like, I could tell you to think of a number right now of how many albums you think I bought this year. I feel like I can guarantee I bought more than what you're thinking. I bought more albums than most people have in a collection. Like, I'm just, I hate it. Sorry, I'm not gonna stall anymore. So, can I get a drum? That was a drum roll. I bought 351 albums just in the year of 2022. Apparently 66 of those were in the month of June. I don't know what was happening in June, but why? What? Anyway, the price. Oh, the price. The real thing that this video is about. Okay. So before I look at the number, let's try to like mathematically calculate this. I would say on average, the cost of albums is like $20. Granted, unless like I said earlier, where if you like buy from like an international store, they're probably gonna be cheaper, maybe like $15. But if you buy from like a US store, because I'm in the US, it's gonna be a bit more expensive. But then like the shipping cost like levels it out. I'm stalling, I'm sorry. But 350 times 20, I'm expecting to see the number to be 7,000. So keeping that in mind, let's see what the actual price was. And my guess was too low. It was pretty accurate, but it was too low. It was $7,174.96. But hey, my average price, pretty spot on, $20.44. And before we tally all those numbers up, granted, I know you could just use your own little calculator to do that yourself, but don't do that. Keep watching the video, because let's now do like a nice little breakdown. See which groups I spent the most money on. So out of the 49 groups I spent money on, here is my top 10. And what do you know? It's my ults. Who could have seen that coming? Makes a lot of sense. Besides like Stacy and I guess Luna, they're not my ults, but the rest are ults. And I think it's so funny that New Jeans is here when they literally like just debuted at the end of the year. Crazy. Yeah, also, I do notice that it does say KCON there. And let me explain. KCON consists of so many groups that it's like impossible to say what group I'm spending the money on, so it's its own group itself. If we were to take that away though, the 10th group would then be Blackpink, which is really funny because the only thing I spent money on Blackpink wise was that concert. The one ticket that cost like $350. I don't even like Blackpink. And they're my top 10. My worst ticket seating wise had no VIP perks. Alone put me in the whatever. I'm not salty. Okay, that was enough stalling, I guess. Let's now tally up all those categories from before. So if we were to add that up, the total amount that I spent on K-pop in 2022 would be $12,559.47. So that's like $1,000 a month. Cool. And if we were just to like tally up that top 10, not counting Blackpink, that is $8,377.12, which is 67% of the total amount. Which is crazy. Does kind of put into perspective how much money I could be saving if I just focused on my top groups and didn't buy like from random other groups out there. Something to think about. It's still a ton of money, don't get me wrong. And I also lied. That's not the total amount. Don't you look foolish for thinking that was the final amount. Oh my god, you're so stupid, because What have we not talked about? Shipping, which, as you can imagine, is gonna boop, increase that price. That's right, folks. It's time to talk about the stores. Where did I spend my money? Who did I give my money to? Whom did I give my money to? So, including the price of shipping, here is the top 10 stores that I gave the most money to. And yes, I did include ticketing sites as their own stores. And yep, just like last time, Music Plaza is my go-to. They are the store I primarily shop at because I like it. I don't know, I like Music Plaza, what can I say? So let's really talk about shipping now. To break down shipping, I am going to do a nice little percentage where what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the total amount that I spent at a store, and I'm going to take the amount I just spent on shipping, and I'm going to calculate the percent. So take the shipping divided by the total amount, and that's going to be the percent that went towards shipping. So say I spent $100 at one store and I spent $20 on the shipping alone. That means the percent would be 20%. So 20% of my money just went towards shipping and not the actual item that I really wanted to spend my money on. Nice little math lesson there. And like I've said before, keep in mind international sites are going to have higher shipping but lower cost of items. The US stores are going to have lower shipping but higher cost of items, but it really does all level out in the end. I'm just someone who would rather spend the more money on the item and less on the shipping. I don't care if it takes longer. I don't like spending money on shipping. So here are the top 10 stores with the highest shipping percentage. I don't know a good name for that. So some of these stores are proxy sites. Some of these stores are lesser known, and I went to them for a very specific item that I couldn't find anywhere else. But as you can see, these are all international sites, which I guess makes sense. Of the 32 places that I gave money to, 17 of those are above 20% when it comes to shipping. And here are some other more well-known stores that are falling into that range. And on the happier side, here are the stores with the cheapest percentage of shipping. I do have to point out that yes, Asia does give you free shipping after you pay a certain amount. So although I have 0% there, that doesn't mean it's always free shipping. I just always make sure I'm spending enough to get free shipping. And when it comes to eBay, as I'm sure you guys all know, eBay shipping is very dependent on the actual seller themselves. It's not really a site-wide shipping cost. But I still have not said how much I have spent on shipping. So let me do that. $2,265.80. Wow. So if we add that number to the number from before, that makes the total amount I spent on K-pop $14,815.83. And 15% of that was solely on shipping. Gross. That's so gross. Funny enough, I spent pretty much the exact same amount on shipping this year as I did last year, which was $2,250.60. But because my total was lower last year, it was 20% of my money went towards shipping, whereas this year I spent more money in total, so it's 15% went to shipping. So cool, I guess. Silver lining, I suppose. But that's actually probably just because of the concerts, because I spent more on concerts, which obviously don't have a shipping fee, but they do have other fees. Ooh, that's something to consider. Ooh, should that be included in a shipping fee for concert fees, or are they their own category? Ooh. But we're still not done. That number, that's not the final number. No, no. The suspense is killing you, right? I found ways to lower that cost. Yes. So let's first talk about discounts. I was able to save a total of $240 all through discount codes. 210 of those were at Music Plaza alone. Thank you, Music Plaza. Granted, that number seems very small when you compare it to the big number, but that's a ton of money. $200, whoo! That could get me, what, 10 albums? But there is still one more thing, and I promise this is the very last thing, and that I can give the big number at the end, okay? as a fun experiment, I thought it'd be cool to see how much money could I make back by selling photo cards solely from the albums that I did buy in 2022. How much money could I make back? Now, of course, I didn't get to sell every single photo card because this relies heavily on people wanting to buy the photo cards and me having the energy to sell photo cards. So this isn't like the number, you know, like I could have made a lot more if I really put in effort. Did not put a lot of effort into this, but it's still kind of fun to see. And by doing this, I can say I was able to make back $1,478.83. Not bad, not bad. Granted, it is funny to see that number and know that I was able to make $2,000 in 1 month alone in 2021, but I put like a lot of effort into that. And also just the pricing of photo cards. I typically don't like selling photo cards that like just released. I like to like sit on them a little bit, not literally. I don't know why anyone would have taken that literally, but I like to like see if the price goes up for them. So it was really weird for me to sell photo cards like right after kind of getting them. But this was still like kind of fun to see. I get asked a lot if I can like break even by selling photo cards from the albums I sell, and like the answer is no. Like you really don't. And here's I guess a stat I guess for showing that. It's not the most accurate way of showing that, and like I said, some photo cards can increase in value over years and then I can break even, but that takes a lot of patience. But here we are, the final number, including all the money I spent, subtracting all the money I was able to save. How much did I spend or I guess lose on K-pop in the year of 2022? $13,106.44. Cool. So according to my calculations, that would be $2,230.97 more than last year, which honestly, not that bad. I mean, it's still bad. It's still bad. I'm not liking this trajectory. I don't like this trend. Because I would like to spend less. And really what kind of set me over this year is probably the concert tickets. That was a lot of money. In fact, that's like the price I spent on concert tickets, that $2,000. Like if we took away the price that I spent on concert tickets, my total would be $10,595.62. So if that's the number that was spent on the collection itself, that's actually pretty good. That means I pretty much was kind of like the same as last year or 2021. So you know what? I'll take that as a win. It's not the ultimate goal, but at least I didn't spend $2,000 extra on albums. Thank God. Actually, wait, that 10,500 number is even less than last year. Ooh, yo, maybe your girl's in the right direction. Let's not keep in mind that like amount that I saved and how the number's really like more like 11,000, 12,000. No. I'm taking this win. But conclusion time, I want to spend less. I really, really do. If you've been following my anti-haul series, I think I've been stressing this a little bit more than I have in the past, that I am really trying to cut back on groups that I don't really want to fully collect anymore. And I really hope that this year I can maybe put some more content out on trying to save money, trying to sell some of my collection. I need to change. I really want to make a video of just going through the different groups that I have been buying albums of and kind of do like a yay or nay, like, oh, am I going to continue this group or am I not? And like kind of just talk through my general thoughts, as well just like the thoughts of, okay, do I want to sell the albums that I currently have or do I want to keep them? I think that could be a fun video to make. It's going to be a hard video to make because, like I said, it's like 1,000 albums. It would just be a lot to get through, but I think it could be fun. And it'll be good for me to kind of just like speak through like some rules I'm going to set forward for myself. Because like I said, I can't keep doing this. I cannot keep spending this amount of money on K-pop. No. I have other things I want to do, like move. I'm sick of filming on this broken couch in my basement. Oh, I realized I didn't do like a monthly breakdown. Here's the monthly breakdown. Ooh, how cool. Anyway, that was my video on how much I spent on K-pop in the year of 2022. I do plan on doing this for the year of 2023. Hopefully I will have that video out like sooner in 2024 and not like in almost like the middle of the year. Once again, sorry about that. Is there anything that you are interested in knowing more about? Like, is there any stat that I didn't include that you think would be really interesting to include? Please let me know. The year's already started and I've been, adding stuff to the spreadsheet. So if I need to add something else, it's easier to get that in sooner than later. Also, I have not been doing that photo card stat for 2023, so don't expect that to be in the next time I do this video. Normally this is the part of the video where I'm like, oh, how much did you spend on K-pop in 2020? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. So I don't really know how else to end this video. So I'm gonna go. I gotta go. I gotta go. Have a lovely time of day whenever you are. It is currently 1:40 a.m. Bye-bye.